Hi guys, good morning. So let's continue with the topic of science, that is life processes, and let's continue with the part of nutrition. So yesterday we did see that what all actually things constitute the word life processes, and there were various processes involved in this. And the first amongst those was the word nutrition in plants. Now, when I'm talking about the word nutrition, so there are then two categories which we normally discuss. One is plants, and another is animals, in which humans will also come. But our main focus would be, right now onto the word human beings and plants. So let's talk about the word nutrition in plants. So what actually happen in plants? How do plants actually get their nourishment, get their nutrition, get the energy which they really require? So the word is photosynthesis, and everybody already knows the reaction, that is, CO2 plus H2O in the presence of sunlight and in the presence of chlorophyll will give you C6H12O6, which is also known as carbohydrates, and guys, CO2 would be exhaled, and water also, kind of. But anyway, let's talk about the word photosynthesis first of all. So what do you mean by the word photosynthesis? It is that particular phenomena through which plant obtains its own energy or its nutrition. What all are the key things required? क्योंकि वो तो आपको 8th में भी आपने पढ़ा हुआ है, 9th में भी पढ़ा हुआ है. That is sunlight, which is of course a form of energy. Remember that sun is the major source of energy. So plants of course require sunlight. They would require carbon dioxide, which is a constituent in our atmosphere, that is air. So it is essentially required for them. Also water, so H2O. Okay. Now understand, out of this, there is one thing which is missing, which I haven't written. And that is certain sort of minerals, which normally are present within the soil, which actually strengthens up the plant, right? But the word is, if only sunlight, CO2 and H2O are required, then the question now for today to think about is, why do you think even soil is required on the first case? Do you really think that plants को actually में soil की ज़रूरत है? या do you actually think that in plants को मिट्टी की ज़रूरत है? नहीं. And that's the reason why आजकल जो नई techniques चल रही हैं, and that is known as hydroponics. So if you want, you can search this term on the net, hydroponics. आप YouTube पर ही टाइप करके आप देख सकते हो. Now why am I discussing all these words which are normally not in your syllabus? I'm discussing all these words because यदि हम लोग generation X के हैं तो आप लोग generation Y हो. That means you are much more better and advanced version than what we are. हम लोगों को केवल लगता है कि हम लोग आपसे intelligent है because we have got more experience, and your parents think that they are more experienced than what you are. But actually, honestly, that's not exactly true. We might be having a bit of experience, but in terms of intelligence, in terms of evolution, in terms of better adaptation, you guys are far more better than us, because you guys have been adopted to all those things which we are not. That's the reason why जैसे जैसे new technology आती रहती है, we find ourselves obsolete. So the other day I was walking on the road, and there was this student of mine, old student of mine, मिला, and उसने बोला, sir, I saw your videos, I really liked it, good to see you on net, but sir आप काफ़ी late आए हो, और लोगों ने भी चालू कर दिए, and so on and so forth. And I said that, see, I was clearly not interested into all this, but because of the lockdown, my students should not suffer, and that's the reason why I took this decision. And he said, sir, but why not? You speak so well, students love you, they love your teaching, why don't why not you were on the net? The thing is, I don't find myself comfortable with the part of all these social networks like Insta and Snap and Facebook. So I don't know how to actually manage all this, because the entire day actually gets only into the word teaching. So maybe if your generation comes into, say, my line of teaching, maybe you guys are going to be far more advanced than what I am, taking these particular tools to new heights. Now understand, as by the way India के अंदर land की availability धीरे धीरे कम होती जा रही है, I'm talking about cultivable land, you can use this word hydroponics. Trust me guys, I think all of you should, by the way, take this as a project, to grow something back in your house using a pipe, a straw, something at all. And trust me, it's just so much water saving, it's water conserving, and along with that you can grow your own vegetables, your own veggies, each and everything organic right back, on your terrace or on a small piece of land. Now, so that means that technically soil or land is not required because it's not being used in any of the definition used by photosynthesis. So that means only what you require is sunlight, you require carbon dioxide, and you require water. You don't require all that kind of jazzy, atmosphere, right? आप land लो, आपको plow करना पड़ेगा and all this and all that you don't ideally require. So why don't you go and watch, small or the smallest video on YouTube which you can find on hydroponics, and let me know, by the way, what do you think about it. But anyway, coming back onto the part, so the photosynthesis के अंदर भी now various processes होते हैं, because previously a lot of guys actually used to research और उनको लगता था that plants carbon dioxide लेते हैं, उसमें से कार्बन वाले पार्ट को ले लेंगे and then ऑक्सीजन को रिलीज कर देंगे. But that's not actually what true was, because Hill's reaction actually does not say so. Hill was a scientist जो normally class 12th में आते हैं आपके पास में, but as of now के लिए what actually happens in photosynthesis? First step is absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. What do you mean by chlorophyll? If you take actually a leaf blade or a leaf, and you will see those green colored small pigments right over there, and those colored pigments will be known as chlorophyll. And these small pigments have got this enormous power to actually capture sunlight and can convert into a chemical reaction. So absorption of light energy by chlorophyll is the first step in photosynthesis. So उसने light को absorb कर लिया, okay? And this light is energy, so they are converting it from one form of energy into another form of energy. Now conversion of light energy into chemical energy, as just I told you, and splitting of water molecule into H2 and O2. Very, very important part. Please understand that actually it's the water which gets converted to hydrogen and oxygen. So if somebody asks you, very important point, that if plants are not being supplied with water, what will happen? Gradually their rate of, the photosynthesis will slow it down, right? So which reaction is responsible for, releasing of oxygen? It's not carbon dioxide, but it is water. When water gets split, H2O gets split into hydrogen and oxygen, and that is how you receive oxygen on the outer end, जो आपको oxygen मिलता है. Okay, so that happens not from CO2 but from H2O. Then what does the CO2 do? Now another a new and a cool term which you can use it back in the part of gym, back at your classes, back at your school, back at the part of teachers and everybody. Reduction of carbohydrates. Now everybody knows what do you mean by the word reduction, and if you don't know, then you should know ideally. The word reduction means simply addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. So when I am using the word carbon dioxide, the reduction of carbon dioxide, so what is happening is this CO2 is getting converted into what? That is C6, H12 and O6, right? So this is, by the way, what? The carbohydrates. Now इसी को cool language के अंदर आप लोग carbs भी बोलते हो. सुने? जो लोग जिम जाते होंगे उन लोगों को मालूम होगा, या जिन लोगों ने जिम या मसल के बारे में समथिंग कुछ पढ़ा होगा, देन केवल दो ही वर्ड्स मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं, एंड दैट इज कार्ब्स एंड प्रोटीन्स. ओके, सो कार्ब्स मींस इट्स जस्ट अ शॉर्ट फॉर्म और अ स्लैंग फॉर द वर्ड कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. नाउ ऑल ऑफ दोस गाइस हु डू नॉट गो टू द जिम एंड दे से सर, वो लोग बोलते हैं कि हमने आज केवल कार्ब्स ही लिए हैं. गाइस, दे आर जस्ट एक्चुअली क्रिएटिंग अ फास्ट, नथिंग एट ऑल. आप जब राइस खाते हो, यू आर ईटिंग कार्ब्स. आप जब बनाना खाते हो, यू आर ईटिंग कार्ब्स. इनफैक्ट आप चपाती खाते हो तो भी यू आर ईटिंग कार्ब्स. Carbs means what? It's carbohydrates. It's just a short form and a cool form to say carbs, okay, or carbohydrates. So CO2 actually gets reduced to what? To carbohydrates. So in photosynthesis, there are three main steps. The first step says that you need to absorb, or the chlorophyll needs to absorb the sunlight and convert it into the chemical energy. What does the second step say? Second step says that actually the splitting of water, that is H2O, is going to get broken up into H2 and O2. This H2 is once again going to used as a reducing agent, or ये reduce करेगा साथ में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को to form carbohydrates, and O2 is going to be exhaled out because it's a waste gas for plant. Okay, so that is what actually happens in plants. So this is how plants are going to prepare their own food. But then sir, nutrition की तो बात ठीक है, plants का pardon me, प्लांट्स का फूड कहाँ है? वो जो आप कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स की बात करते हो, दिस इज स्टोर्ड इन द प्लांट, एंड दिस इज व्हाट ह्यूमंस एंड एनिमल्स ईट, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज नोन एज कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. सो जब भी आप कभी कोई आलू देखते हो, विच इज ऑल्सो नोन एज पोटैटो, ओके, सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक दैट इज? द रिच सोर्स ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. ओके, whenever you are eating all this rice, then what is that? That is rich source of carbohydrates. So please do not think that वो plants ने खाना आपके लिए बनाया हुआ है. Actually में वो plants ने खाना अपने लिए बनाया हुआ है, but gradually what do they do? They, by the way, I mean store it, and they store it to do what? They store it for the part of, you know, for their future use, but then gradually we use it to eat the food. Okay, so that is carbohydrates. Let's move on to the next term, that is it requires. Now which requires? Photosynthesis. It requires chlorophyll and stomata. So what is chlorophyll? As I told you, chlorophyll are those small green pigments which is used to synthesize light. What do you mean by the word photo? Photo actually is the short cool word for the word photon, P-H-O-T-O-N. Now what is photon? Photon are those small light particles जिनको हम लोग बोलते हैं photons. So photons, and then comes the word photosynthesis. So it's the light को जो चीज synthesize करती है, that is known as photosynthesis. It requires chlorophyll and stomata. So chlorophyll मैंने आपको बता दिया, they are the colored pigment. Okay. Stomata is present in leaves. Now जैसे मैंने बताया, जब भी कभी कोई बोले leaf, तो आज के बाद में एक और आप cool word use कर सकते हो, which is known as leaf blade. What is leaf blade? जो लीफ होती है उसी की पत्ती को ही आप लैमिना या लीफ ब्लेड भी बोलते हो. ब्लेड, ब्लेड, B-L-A-D. Okay, so stomata is present in leaves and helps in exchange of gases and evaporation of H2O. Then what does the stomata do? Stomata is used to control the amount of water it actually wants or it wants to throw away, and that is what stomata does. So stomata technically is present in the leaves, and that gets open and close, open and close. Now who opens it and close it? There are two cells, or some cells which are surrounding stomata, which are known as guard cells. So guard cells regulates the opening and closing of stomata, which will actually let the flower sunk down and would once again come up, sunk down and come up. So that's what the stomata does. Okay. So stomata present in leaves helps in exchange of gases and in evaporating H2O. So जब भी सुबह सुबह आपको वो जो dew drops दिखते हैं, that's nothing else but it's this. Okay. Now let's move on to the next topic. So this is all about nutrition in plants. Now that's not exactly all, but kind of all. Of course, there are some tidbit points which I'll be discussing at the end of this lecture. Now let's talk about the word nutrition in human beings. So when I am talking about the word nutrition in human beings उतना सिंपल नहीं होते हैं कि इन्होंने बस केवल धूप में खड़े हुए उन्होंने एनर्जी लिया और उन्होंने एनर्जी से अपना काम करना चालू कर दिया. That's not that simple. Though ideally I wish कि ऐसा होता कि humans भी autotropic होते हैं, but that's not the case. So humans are heterotropic. Yesterday we have seen the word heterotropic. और हम लोग कौन से कैटेगरी में आते हैं heterotropic के अंदर? Yesterday I taught you. I think we are parasitic. There is this problem with me, I just forget. Guys, do you really think it is parasitic in nature? Humans are parasitic. No. They are... Guys, could you please comment it? Again, I forgot, I'm sorry. Okay, so you know that in which category humans actually fall. So I'll just give you a hint. We try to, by the way, take the entire food inside and then we try to break it into small parts. Okay. Now, so let's move back into this topic. So human digestive system. So when we are talking about the word human digestive system, लोगों को लगता है digestion actually happens in the stomach, which is absolutely right. It happens in the stomach, but that's not where the digestion starts. then where does this digestion starts? Digestion starts right from the part of your mouth, buccal cavity. सर माउथ में डाइजेशन नहीं होता? ऑफ कोर्स होता है. What do you mean by the word mastication of food? जब आप chew करते हो food को, so what do you mean by that? So don't say the word chewing of food from now. If you are a science student, use the word mastication of food. Mastication. So you are trying to chew it. Okay? And this masticated food forms small balls, which is known as bolus. And this bolus actually rolls down through the your esophagus, which is the tube, and it performs, or by the way, your esophagus or the alimentary canal performs a kind of motion which is known as peristaltic motion. And this peristaltic motion moves this bolus move back into the bada stomach. So let's go step by step into this. So nutrition in human beings. So human digestive system is what we are going to study. Alimentary canal and the associated gland. Alimentary canal is the longest canal or the longest tube which actually runs right from the mouth and ends up where? At the large intestine or at the anus. Okay. Now let's see. So the first part what we are going to discuss in the digestive system will be the salivary glands. Salivary glands. Salivary, that means saliva से related. What is saliva? जो आपके मुंह में liquid बनता है, जो आप spit करते रहते हो, that is known as saliva. Okay. Now, salivary glands. So salivary glands are going to secrete what? Now remember, this word is not secret. It's secrete. So what does the salivary gland secrete? They secrete saliva. Salivary glands are going to secrete saliva. Now saliva is that liquid जिसके अंदर बहुत सारे enzymes होते हैं. What are these enzymes? These enzymes are like natural biotic managers which actually tends to increase the rate of the reaction, or which actually tends to increase the capacity of the reaction. That's all. Salivary glands are going to secrete saliva, and in this saliva there are n number of furthermore small chemicals, or the biochemicals which are present. One of them is known as salivary amylase. Very important. Salivary glands, it will secrete. Secrete मतलब वो release करेगा इस spitting वाले material को, liquid को, which is known as saliva. And इस saliva के अंदर क्या होगा? Which will be known as salivary amylase. And this salivary amylase is going to be very useful in what? In the starch digestion. What do you mean by the word starch? Starch is this, that is C12H22O11. So whenever I am talking about the word starch digestion, then starch digestion is done by this particular enzyme which is known as salivary amylase. Where is the salivary amylase present? Salivary amylase is present in saliva. Okay, and who secretes saliva? It's salivary glands. Right over here. Okay. Anyway, now the next part which comes up is tongue and teeth. Now when I am talking about the word tongue, now of course tongue is attached at one end and is free from another end to, by the way, move all across. So it's like a guard जो मुंह में देख रहा है क्या आ रहा है क्या जा रहा है. And tongue के ऊपर में छोटे taste के buds होते हैं या cells होते हैं, and which are known as papillae. Okay. Now those taste buds are very useful because they are one of the input organs. ये लोग क्या करते हैं, जब भी आप इस पे कोई चीज़ रखते हो, ये आपको बताते हैं ये कड़वी है, अच्छी है, मीठी है, इसका टेस्ट क्या है, because they are directly connected to the part of brain. So इसका मतलब है जो भी आप चीज़ खा रहे होते हो वो directly brain से connected होता है. Why? Because it will synthesize the taste. It will get that information through eyes as in what is the texture, and आपको खाना अच्छा या बुरा लगना चालू हो जाता है. Imagine करो, कई लोग मैंने देखा है जो लोग pills खाते हैं, medicinal pills, they don't keep those pills on the tongue. They directly take it, below it. Why? Because they don't want to get the taste of the pill. Okay. So ideally, आप खुद सोचो, यदि आपने कोई मिर्ची खाई और यदि वो मिर्च या चिली या पेपर यदि आपने खाया और आपने उसको टंग पे नहीं रखा, डू यू रियली थिंक दैट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट दैट बर्निंग सेंसेशन? नॉट एग्जैक्टली. एनीवे, so tongue and teeth, it moves food in the mouth and also helps in mastication of food. Mastication means very fine grinding of food. Now, as I have told this particular part again and again in lectures of mine, remember that mastication of food is very essential process. Whenever you are eating food, and I urge this, I sincerely request this to all the generation Y and generation Z, that please do not watch television, please do not use mobile phones while eating food. Now, the place where I live now, that is in Maharashtra. Now, I am very blessed to have all these Maharashtrian community surrounding me, because they have got this one very beautiful habit. And what do you think it is? They don't pick up their phones while eating food. And I've seen this not in once, I think in n number of people, and that's excellent trait. That's a beautiful trait. What do? They do not pick up their phones. Even it's a very urgent phone, they're not going to pick up unless it's really urgent. Okay, so they're not going to pick up whatsoever cause if they're eating food, right? Because when you're eating food, there's a whole lot of complex engineering which is going on. There is very fine grinding which is going on. Brain is now trying to release salivary amylase to digest that food as soon as you start talking. So brain has to now focus on the two different aspects. It does not know what is important now. Whether should I process that talk or whether should I process the food? And that is what is the cause of major acidity and heartburns and n number of diseases. Your body is pretty simple in working, but it's very complexly made. Now let's see this. Esophagus. When we are talking about the word esophagus, it's that tube जिसमें से आपका so called खाना जा रहा है. So esophagus acts as a passage of food from mouth to the stomach. So it's that tube which is connecting your mouth back to the part of stomach. Okay. So esophagus के अंदर ये food जाता है किस form में? The round balls which is known as bolus. Okay. Now, अब जितना फूड को फाइनली ग्राइंड करते हो उतना अच्छा डाइजेशन होता है, उतनी जल्दी आपको न्यूट्रिएंट्स उस फूड से मिलते हैं. बट इफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू च्यू द फूड प्रॉपरली, देन अल्टीमेटली इट विल एंड अप बीइंग व्हाट विल बी नोन एज जंक. जंक मीन्स कचरा, and this junk food ultimately creates a lot of problem. Now, whenever I am talking about the word, say the word junk, so now you can understand the word junk altogether. Now, moving on from the tongue and the teeth and from esophagus, let's move on to the part of stomach. So, when I am talking about the stomach is a J-shaped bag which actually ends up once the esophagus ends up. It's a J-shaped bag, and in this, a lot of what? A lot of gastric glands are present. Okay, so a lot of gastric glands are present in this particular stomach, which will secrete n number of what? Juices. And I'm not talking about either the orange juice or some other juice, but these are, by the way, the hydrochloric acid kind of juices or the bile juices, which is alkaline. Now let's see. So it is J-shaped. Gastric glands are present in the walls of the stomach. They will secrete gastric juice which contains. ये जो आपका जो stomach होता है, this is going to secrete what? This is going to secrete juice which will be containing HCl. HCl is what? That is hydrochloric acid. Then comes pepsin. What is pepsin? Pepsin is again an inactive enzyme which is present in the stomach, and this pepsin is used to burn or, by the way, to break up the word proteins. And then comes, there is this word mucus, because ये जो gastric juice होता है काफ़ी acidic होता है नेचर में, और ये एसिडिक इतना ज़्यादा होता है कि कभी कभी बर्न भी कर सकता है आपके स्टमक को. तो इससे बचने के लिए, टू सेव दैट, व्हाट एक्चुअली हैपेंस, देयर इज दिस फाइन लाइनिंग ऑफ म्यूकस विच इज सराउंडिंग योर स्टमक, एंड म्यूकस इज प्रीटी थिक. ओके, एंड दिस म्यूकस और दिस लिक्विडिश म्यूकस एक्चुअली सराउंड्स योर the stomach so that it should not get burned by the acidic juices inside it. So that comes on to once again another part. What does the HCl do? HCl burns your food. What does the pepsin do? Pepsin is going to break up what? Proteins. And what does the mucus do? Mucus is going to help you out with what? Mucus is going to help you out with the protection of the inner lining. Let's move on to the last topic, and that is liver. Now, liver is a very important organ which is used for the detoxification, and it lies below what? Below the diaphragm. Now, when I am talking about the word diaphragm, then when diaphragm is an organ which is connected to the respiratory system, तो वो digestive में नहीं आता है, but diaphragm के नीचे होता है. It lies below the diaphragm and in the upper right part. तो ये आपके right part of the body के अंदर आएगा. Okay. Now what will it do? It will secrete the bile juice. What is this juice? Now bile juice या bile duct एक स्टोरेज वाला एक पार्ट होगा जहां से आपका ये चीजें निकलना चालू होंगी, एंड बाइल डक्ट के बाद में ये जो आपका जूस होता है विच इज नोन एज बाइल जूस इज गोइंग टू गेट स्टोर्ड वेयर इन गॉल ब्लैडर. So this bile juice is alkaline in medium. It is not actually basic in it is alkaline in medium, I'm sorry. And this bile duct is going to be present in the liver, which is going to create this bile juice, and this bile juice has only got one function, and that is to make your food medium alkaline in nature. That's a simple. Got it? So we'll stop this particular part today over here, and we'll meet you tomorrow once again, continuing with point number 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So guys, that's all from my side today. So enjoy guys, be safe, remain safe, and love your mom and dad throughout. Keep chilling, and most important guys, do not take tension, keep smiling. Thank you guys, enjoy, bye.